The terms "we are so back" has never been more real. This week, the universe has been correcting itself. A new game that's as big as Genshin, a big patch on Dota, Doki, Mint, and Matara's reunion. And what really piqued my interest is Cover Corp's perms on Chinese games, because Holo Stars and Holo ID's EOV has been streaming Wuthering Wave, and it makes me wonder, do Chinese game developers finally let Hololive stream their games? Hey, what's up guys, it's ya boy Sini. It's not a secret that Hololive got a problem acquiring streaming perms from Chinese game companies. But in case you don't know, I'll explain briefly. I can't explain this without dipping a little bit into political stuff, so disclaimer, I have zero interest in politics and obviously I'm not an expert either. I will not delve too deep into it, and just talk about it to give context to this video. So in 2020, Hatsama and Coco, being oblivious to real-world politics just like the rest of us, happened to say the word Taiwan on stream when they show YouTube analytics page. And apparently, that was the moment we all realized the word Taiwan is forbidden in China. Was it to all of us or was it just me? And long story short, all Chinese-based community got mad at Hololive, and while it was an overreaction, it wasn't a goofy story either because a few months later, Mustesh actually banned Hololive from streaming their games, followed by other Chinese-based game companies, and I want to make it clear that it might not be because of sheer hate, but due to their own safety because the mentality, well, yeah. Back to today, they can no longer play Chinese-based game because of that. Even game as big as Genshin Impact cannot give them permission.
One more thing I have to say. I told you guys I will be playing Genshin Impact once it comes out. I have to say, due to reasons of the adult world, I cannot play it. So I wanted to start tomorrow, but yeah, unfortunately, no more Genshin Impact. Yeah, it came out today, I guess so. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it, but yeah, maybe in the future.
Which is why Wuthering Wave's perm is surprising in every good way. They can finally set aside the political stuff and tear down the wall between them to work together to entertain people. Which I think is the most important thing if you work in entertainment industry. Having real-life stuff sucked into entertainment that's supposed to make you forget about real-life problem, in my opinion, is bad. Although one thing to be noted is that it's currently only Holo Stars and Holo ID that has streamed the game, and unfortunately I believe Holo GP won't stream the game for reasons. But that's just my opinion and I hope I'm wrong, because similar things happened during Hogwarts Legacy, where only Holo GP and Holo ID play the game while Holo EN don't stream the game to avoid drama from Twitter freaks. Which actually happened to Holo ID's Kobo, but her fans protected her well. Wuthering Waves itself has been out for half a week, and there's a lot of both positive and negative reviews on this game. From my own experience, the game's starting point feels very weak and overcomplicated. It feels like Kuro Games just threw a novel to the player as basic world building, which you can actually skip. Great game, thank you. But once you get past those chores, the game is actually super fun. World exploration is really great and the battle is godlike. Kso. Hoi. Hoi. Kami. So yeah, I just want to talk about this because I'm glad that Holo VTubers can stream more games, which at the end of the day more entertainment for us as fans. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. By the way, visit my VGen if you want to commission some art or a VTuber model from me. Bye bye.